Well, all right, ladies and gents, I already made the video, but I didn't do an intro. And so we're going to do this. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go over a weekend's worth of sales, and then we're going to go shopping, and you guys are going to get to come shopping with me. And so we'll find some cool stuff, we ship some stuff, make some sales. Let's get into it. So as you guys can see, I have a lot of mail going out. I don't know if you can see addresses on any of this stuff, but for some reason my mail handler didn't pick up my packages on Saturday, even though I scheduled to pick up. So this is for the whole weekend, but normally I don't have two huge IKEA bags to take. So this is a good weekend, pretty good weekend in sales. I'm gonna run these down to the post office and run an errand, and there's 2 thrift stores I can hit on my way. I'll see if I can't drag you guys along. All right, guys, vintage Raiders hat. I picked this up for like $2 or $3 the other day at a thrift store. It was $2 the other day at a thrift store, and it's in really nice shape other than it's a little bit faded. But Raiders, Los Angeles or Oakland Raiders, because of their affiliation with NWA, is a hot vintage collectible. That one sold for $27.99 free shipping. You always ship hats in a box. You do not put hats into an envelope because they will get crushed. And people who want to pay $29 for an old hat don't want it to be crushed. Smash ball rackets, new with tag. I paid $1.99 at a thrift store the other day. Let me see if I can block that light out before I move. I paid $1.99 at a thrift store the other day. I'm a sucker for anything that's new old stock. This says 1975 on the tag. I don't think it's actually from 1975 because it has a barcode. They weren't using barcodes in 1975. There you can see it. I'm a sucker for anything new old stock. These are probably mid-80s and they have never been used. And still in the package. Like I said, I didn't pay much for them. I paid like $2.99. They sold for $20 and 50 cents free shipping. And these will get bubble wrapped like this. I put the tag under the shrink wrap so that it doesn't get bent in shipping, and then I'll just stick them into a padded envelope. Not a padded envelope, a poly mailer, because the padding is the bubble wrap, so that one's done. This is a Polaroid camera. The cool story on it is I went into a thrift store the other day, and I picked up a camera, and the guy's like, "Did you see the other one that's over here? Because it's cool looking if you're just decorating with cameras. This is a cool looking camera." And so he showed it to me, and it was Polaroid, and I was like, well, yeah, I don't really do well with Polaroids. And he's like, "How about $10? And I was like, okay, I'll take it. We'll see what happens. Turns out, and I'm not going to show you this all here. I'll just start putting the pictures on the screen. The lens is the big seller on this, but that 101A does fairly well. This one sold for $99 free shipping. I might have been able to do a little better if I'd waited longer, but I like to turn things quick. So when I got a handful of watchers, I sent out an offer I was asking $125 free shipping. I sent out a $99 offer and got accepted almost immediately by one of about 5 people who were watching. And they paid, and this is going out. So this thing comes in a protective travel case, so it's pretty safe to ship the way that it is, but I just throw a little bit of extra shrink wrap around some of the stuff on the top to make sure that it doesn't get damaged in shipping. It's probably not necessary, but when the guy opens it up, it looks like I took a little extra care with it, and that's important to me. And in case things get jarred around a little bit, nothing gets scraped up. Okay, so the other day when I picked up that Polaroid, I told you I picked up another camera, and the guy said, "Hey, I've got this one." Well, the first camera that I saw was in a tote bag that was a mess, but it was a solid body, like a metal body film camera from the 70s, and I normally do pretty well with those, so I offered him $20 for that one, and this is what I got. So it was all of this stuff, extra lenses and manuals and accessories. This is the camera. Turns out this isn't a very good one, but it's in really nice shape, and someone will buy it. I'll get my money back just on the camera. Flashes and this book, which turns out has nudity in it, which surprised me significantly. Multiple flash. I'm hilarious. Anyway, it had all this extra stuff. And anyway, what sold was these two. This one sold. I mean, the manual is still in the bag. This has the case and both lens caps for this little teleconverter lens. And then this is kind of a neat thing. Oh, I haven't even thought to do this. I'm going to try this live with you guys the first time. So this is just a thing that you screw on your fancy camera lens, and it has like, it's like a prism. But I want to see what happens if I do this. Woohoo! It's not as interesting as I thought it would be. It's kind of cool looking though. If I do this. If I do that. Oh well. Anyway, this thing sold for $9.99 free shipping, and this one sold for $8.50 free shipping. Alright, so first thing I got a handful of cassettes. It's like Y&T, Pink Floyd. These two that don't have a case, probably ain't worth picking up, but we'll see. They're Metallica and something else that would be super good. Black Sabbath. Blue Oyster Cult, Jane's Addiction, cassettes. Yeah, I'm assuming they're pretty cheap. We'll see. I don't know anything about that. What's it go to? It's for the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
But it's an internet download required, and I don't know anything about that game.
Oh,
okay.
I don't either.
But ID machines. You can't hear me here, but what I'm saying is that the case is deteriorated to the point where the black stuff, the foam, is coming off and making dirt on the top of the tapes. And so the case is worthless and the tapes were worthless anyway. I want you to notice a couple of albums in here that have white labels. That one, and then there's one coming up in a second. These are giveaways from the manufacturers to the radio stations, and you can see the radio station WIUS or something on that. Those tend to have a real good niche as their own place in the collecting world, and if they were a record that were recognizable, they would really carry a lot of value. So it's a flash drive with a laser pointer. Ooh, okay. And it's on the floor. Right here you'll hear me say McGraw-Hill. That is a manufacturer of school books and stuff. And so I knew that that was kind of a giveaway to teachers and probably not particularly valuable. These are Japanese children's programming on VHS. As of this voiceover, I still haven't figured out what they are, but they were 99 cents a piece, and they're worth gambling on. Johnny Cash, $1.99 Blackhawks. Snapback Sports Special. Oh my goodness. Pass that one. Oh, that one's not fun. is. You know what, but about $1.99 now. I don't think I can go wrong with that. That one's genuine vintage. Right. Let's see down here. So at the top of here. I don't see any markings inside of it. Killing it on this cart. We got a violin and some hats. And down here there's some kind of cassette player. Oh! Ancient Nerf. $4. Wonder if it has a year on it. I don't know. That's way cool. I might not even sell that. Alright guys, well I just went into this Goodwill and I don't remember the last time I spent $140 in Goodwill, but I did good. I'll show you most of it as I bring it out of the... Uh-oh, finding keys. Okay. As I bring it out of the cart and put it in the van. Pretty excited. Look at this. I don't know. This is it's obviously a print. It's not an original, but I'm sure I can figure out who that signature is. That's just a beautiful piece. If that's not worth selling, that's worth hanging up in the storeroom. I'm excited about that. I got this Yamaha. I'll put up some comps on it. It's a tape deck. It was, what was it, $9.99? I don't know. I was just on a roll when I found that, and I figure Yamaha's a good name brand. Kewpies were comped at $20 a piece. They were $3 a piece. Got some toy trucks for the boys and a chess set for the boys. And this old ping pong thing, I didn't run any comps on any of that other stuff. And Baby Einstein stuff does well. So we'll see about those other VHS. These that are in Japanese, I'm like, we'll figure, they're 99 cents. They're worth taking a shot on. And then a bunch of hats. I think I did pretty well, pretty excited. At $140, I don't think I can lose. So no, I said 140, it was $124.99. Because 3 times she asked me if I wanted to round up to 125, and I was like, no, it's a penny. I understand that, but it's not going to happen because it doesn't work well to make donations on your taxes. It looks weird when I make a donation at the same time. Anyway, also a violin that may or may not be for sale for 40 bucks. We're going to take it home and figure it out. So, yeah, some stuff to keep, some stuff to sell, and a really good stop at Goodwill. All right, so I did a whole lot of buy-in at Goodwill today, and I didn't really get a chance to show you guys everything. Oh, and there's stuff that's still in the van. I have an assistant. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, let me go grab a couple other things real quick. Okay, so this thing was just framed art, and it was 15 bucks at Goodwill, which felt pretty expensive for framed art, but I love it. So I'm like, if I can't make money at that price because it's a cheap print, then I will definitely keep it and it'll go in the storeroom. These, I showed some comps a minute ago, and those are the 4 that I was able to get. Baby Doolittle, Baby Newton, Baby Einstein, and Baby Bach on VHS. Not big money, but when I'm $4 in, I'll probably get 30 free shipping. The hats. This one, Mountain Dew, is Dale Jr., I think, and it's not old, but it is Winter Circle, so it's worth more than the $2 I paid for it. This one, I think, might be the creme de la creme. It is definitely vintage sports specialties. NHL sports specialty, one size fits all. Now it's made in Bangladesh, so it's probably not 90s, but it is way cool. I couldn't find exact comps for it. Probably, I'm gonna say it's probably $25 or $30 hat. This one is Johnny Cash with the flag, the man in black, but it is not actually vintage. It is New Era, 950. I couldn't find comps for this one either right off, but for $1.99, there's no way I'm not making money on that. This White Sox one is beautiful. Again, $1.99, and it is a vintage. I don't think it's quite as good as I'd hoped. 47 brand, 47.com. Maybe it's not vintage. Man, that looks vintage to me. Maybe it's not. Evidently it's not, because it wouldn't say anything .com on the label. I got excited and didn't look close enough. I wonder. You live, you learn. Sports specialties. I don't think they made sports specialties long enough for it to not be vintage. For this particular one. Blackhawks. That's a nice Reebok hat. I don't think this one's very old, but it's a cool Reebok hat. And this one I knew was 950 New Era, but it's Hardwood Classics. And when was the last time you saw Harlem Globetrotters hat? At least I assume that it's Harlem Globetrotters. Maybe it's a different... I'll have to look into it some. If you guys know what team that is, because it just says ABA and has the... what I assumed was a Harlem Globetrotter ball, but that was an ABA ball. New Era. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some looking and figure out what team that is. But that's a cool hat. Chess I bought to keep for my family, and I opened it up. It was only $4. My boys have been getting into chess, and all of the pieces are there. And I didn't even count the checker pieces because I don't play checkers. I play chess. Wipes were $2, which is cheaper than a pack of wipes. I got all these tapes and we went over them a minute ago. I'm excited about the Pink Floyd and the Jane's Addiction. And then these were just interesting cassettes in the same lot, so I bought them. I know I paid nothing for them. Literally, the price did not go up because those were there. These are Orange Tab Levi 505s. 36 is probably about as big as you're going to get to be worth reselling, like vintage designer kind of thing. Because if you get much above 36, fat guys like me don't care what they look like in their pants. This I paid $5 for, not the tape player, but the pants, all the tapes and this thing. This thing comps at like $25. I scanned the barcode. I don't even honestly know exactly what it is. It's a dual band wireless USB adapter. But it's still in the package and it scans pretty good. So I went ahead and got it. There's that Yamaha. I'm gonna have to, these guys, well, the trucks are my son's. These are not normally in my wheelhouse, but at $2.99, these collectibles, these comped at $20, so 20, 40, 60. I'm in them for $10. If I can get $60 free shipping on them, if I can get $45 free shipping, that is a good deal. I wonder if his hat is like that or if it's broken. There were, that's got a chip in it. There were 4 of them on the shelf in the store, but one of them was broken, and I noticed it ahead of time. So we'll see. I'm not going to get hurt too bad at $9 on those. This thing is fantastic. Vintage Nerf in the box. I didn't do comps on that. Let's do comps on that. Let's see what that thing has. It's got the paddles and the deck and the balls and the holder for the net, and it's got the instructions down there. So, and the box is a little dinged up here, but, and I guess it's torn there, but That is a unique piece that's probably older than me. Stop it. I'm getting a little extra help. Got this violin. The case is worth the $40 that I paid. And then the bow and the violin. This is probably going to be not for sale because I play just about every stringed instrument I can get my hands on, but I never really have had much with a violin. So I'll probably keep that and figure out how to play it. And then these, fortunately, these made me laugh because they're priced individually. So they were $2 a piece for brass bookends and not sold as a pair. This one is not in nearly as good a shape. You can see there's that brass pulling off of there, and it's missing the felt on the bottom. Fortunately, this one has the branding thing, so I'll get those comped at like 40 bucks, and I was in them for like 4 bucks. I suspect I'll be able to get 25 plus shipping, considering the condition of the one on the left or the right. I don't know how you're going to see this. So yeah, that's my stuff. Hopefully I did super well. Let's talk about it just a minute. I did get all those cassette tapes, and some of them were really good. I guess I showed you the comps on that. Nerf thing, turns out one of the paddles, one of the ping pong paddles is broken. And so and that didn't comp as high as I thought. I thought it'd be 40 or 50 bucks, and I didn't comp it just because thought it was so cool, and it was $4. And it really is only like 15 or 20 plus shipping. So I'll make some money, but not nearly what I thought I would. I might part that out because it's got like this plastic net that one of them is kind of broken, and I bet people have got some broken ones and would like to replace it. And the other paddle is good, and it has the original balls in it. So that might be a when in doubt, part it out kind of thing. I'm glad I was able to get you guys along with me doing the picking today. So I'm going to try to do more of that if that's the kind of thing you like to see. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.